Welcome back, everybody. I want to talk about this tablet from Wish again. I have some updates. All right, first of all, you see I've got an SD card in there. It's a 32 gig SD card, and I got it in there for a good reason. And I'm really glad that it came with that, because the seller on Wish lied about this thing. I let this thing sit for a day or two, turned off after my video, and it died. Like, completely went from 100 to 0. I decided to do some digging around, and I found a lot of concerning things about this tablet. If you guys remember, I pulled up several programs that showed you the amount of RAM and storage space. You can see it right there, but if you look, I only have 1.5 gigabytes of apps on there and a few other things. And this 128 gig tablet says it only has 81 gigs. Yeah, you're going to see in a minute, I found out that they put a 7 or 8x multiplier on there, and it does not actually have 128, but thankfully I've got that 32 gigs of storage. This thing actually only has 16 gigabytes of storage. They spoofed it to make it seem like there was 128 gigabytes. But I tested it, added a 2 gigabyte file, and the available storage space dropped dramatically. I finally realized there were only 16 gigs on here. So, they lied. Very concerned, I contacted Wish, and they gave me a refund. So, that was good. You know something was up, because they gave me a refund and didn't even bother to have me send the tablet back. They just said, keep the tablet, here's a refund. So that's a good thing. I mean, so it's probably useful for a few things. And here, you pull this back up. This is true, it does have 10 cores. So 10 core CPU. I think the RAM is inaccurate as well. I think it only has 2 or 3 gigs of RAM in actuality, which is still not terrible. The 10 cores and, 3 gigs of RAM. The 16 gigabytes of storage is horrible, though. I think the screen resolution is inaccurate as well. I think this thing will do 1080p. I don't believe it for a second when it says it goes up to 2560 by whatever that was. That 6.5 gigs of RAM, not accurate either. So be really careful when you buy these things from Wish, because you're going to get something that you did not bargain for. And you might not be as lucky as I was and get a refund and be able to keep the tablet. I mean, you might not even be lucky enough to get a refund. But let's see if we can do anything with it. I'm going to pull up Animal Crossing Pocket Camp to see if it'll at least play some games. I mean, that would be nice. Just because it's a lot crappier than it said it was going to be doesn't mean it won't do stuff. Let me turn the volume up. And, well, there you go. There's a problem with updating. And if you go in there and click the button and you check it, it actually says that if you have an older version of Google Play Store or an older version of Android, then you need to go in and manually update it. So right there's another indication that this thing is not reporting accurately. It's claiming I have an older version of Google Play Store because it's giving me the same problems that you would have gotten if that was the issue. So I went in there and I updated Animal Crossing, and we're going to go and update Minecraft, even though that didn't work last time at all. I wonder if I go in here and update it manually to the, latest version, if it would actually open. But for now, we're just going to check these 2 apps out, because at least if it can play a couple of retro games and it can play a few modern apps, that would be awesome. It does not play Netflix. You have to use Facebook Lite if you want to browse Facebook. I mean, ugh. But here is Pocket Camp after I updated, and thankfully it is loading. It goes pretty slow in spots. Some spots it runs just fine. A few spots it runs kind of slow. And I'm going to show you the intro. I've got this thing set up to start fresh as a new game. And I'm going to kind of show you, how it runs Animal Crossing, because, that's an app that a lot of people are still playing. So, it's basically at this point a free tablet. So if it plays Animal Crossing, I'd be pretty happy. But I'll let you hear some sound too. The sound is just fine. Let's go ahead and start fresh. And there you see it kind of sticks a little bit. And I mean, for something claiming to have 10 core CPU and 6.5 gigs of RAM, there's just no way this tiny little app would run like that. So I'm not even sure that it actually has the 3 gigs of RAM that I think it has. I'm going to find an app that this thing will run that will report accurate results. I've had horrible luck. It does not run a lot, which tells me that it's got a really old version of Android on here as well that's spoofed to say that it's Android 9 Pie. Anyway, Animal Crossing is loading. It seems to be playable enough. You know, there's plenty you can do here. So, you know, that's a start. I mean, you can play Animal Crossing on the thing. I mean, any kind of a modern app that you can get to play on this will drain the battery significantly, I've realized. So there's that. Also, the touchscreen not being as responsive as it could be is a big problem. So, you know, I would absolutely like to amend my review to say don't buy this tablet at all. This thing was going to be, what, $72 after all was said and done, shipping and all that? There's just no way. This tablet isn't worth $29. If they were selling this tablet for $20, I'd say go for it. But, you know, they weren't. And, yeah, I mean, it plays Animal Crossing. You can make your character. It doesn't lag that badly, but it does have a little bit. It really shouldn't. I've seen Animal Crossing run on some pretty poor, you know, older devices. Whatever. Anyway, I'll let you see some gameplay, and I'll be right back. All right, let's go ahead and try to run Minecraft to see what happens. Let's close out this and let's click Minecraft. You remember what it did last time? Let's see. Bam, there it goes. It still crashes the whole tablet. And that's pretty unfortunate. Will not run Minecraft. By the way, if you even look at the screen the wrong way, it's going to get scratches and scuffs on it. It's like the worst possible screen. And that's it. That's the tablet from Wish. Do not recommend it. Buy it at your own risk. And I'll see you next time. I just wanted to update that last review. Thanks for watching Retro Tech Toys.